welcome to my first video. It's kind of a test video. I am testing out to see how the quality of the video comes out. You guys let me know. I will be posting this probably both on YouTube and Rumble because I want to build a Rumble presence. I personally believe that we should be moving to Rumble. I know that YouTube still is the big kahuna right now, but we could change that. And even if it doesn't become Rumble doesn't become as big as YouTube, I still think that we should go there because that would be a platform that would welcome free speech and people who just want to have a good time. It doesn't matter about your political leanings, it just matters about you having a good time watching these videos. But I'm not going to preach to you anymore. I will be working on a character from the book Artifice Re-Animate. I probably won't be finishing it tonight. I just wanted to start this video so I could see how good the quality of the camera and the audio comes out. I'll be playing some royalty free music, but I'm supposed to pin their name in the comments, so hopefully that goes well. I don't want them to be mad at me. It's pretty cool music, or at least I think so. Don't know the character's name. I believe the creators told me one time. They could drop it in the chat if they see it, because I know who they are. This character is from the book, like I said, the book Artifice Re-Animate. It is, sorry, the art is done by Vic King, Smirk the Alien, Raging Mantis, and Barbusco. Now I know who Smirk is, and I've been on Vic King's streams. He's a pretty good guy. That was a Freudian slip. Pretty good guy, decent artist, getting better every day. Every project and every piece that he is doing, his art is improving. That's why we kind of bust his chops because I want to see his name in the top ones, similar to other artists like Dillard from the channel Dillard Draws. So here we go. Let's do a little bit of rendering. I know that Captain Evil, or as I call him, Powerhouse, don't like that word, but after doing some research, rendering is the proper word when adding detail, shading, feathering, cross hatching, and all that. Those techniques that you need to bring out the full body of your piece. This is a preliminary sketch for this character. What I mean by that does not mean that what I showed earlier was the preliminary to this character, but it is the preliminary to learn the character. I'm basically wanting to get down the design, what they were going for, and maybe do, well, not maybe, I hopefully do some more art or more pieces of it, but also maybe some redesigns, my own interpretation of the character, especially once I get to know what the character's name is and their motivation and what the storyline is. But without further ado, let's do this. I will be using a regular Bic 0.7 millimeter. I do have a set that I'm going to hopefully review. It wasn't looking good from just looking at them. They're too thin. I prefer them to be at least this thick. But we might have ways to take care of that. I have a whole set of these, so I might be able to cannibalize these pieces for the other ones. But I'll talk about that on another video. Let's go ahead and get this started. I want to at least get the torso done. I already started on part of it the other day while I was watching Marsupio Gamer stream Elden Ring and doing poorly, but he's sticking to it, and that should always be applauded. I will be working on his chest. I'm kind of going for like just the little triangle to insinuate the fact that her chest is kind of round, and there's this like small layer where the chest piece would be like if you've seen on the old Batman films where the armor piece actually turns to show depth, I believe is what I'm trying to do. To this. Actually, I didn't even pick up oh yeah, I do have reference of the character from one of the pictures, and it seems like he's pretty much he doesn't have too much of different colors. He's pretty much uniformed, which is, I mean, kind of cool. If you've been in the military, you know that uniformity can be very cool, very intimidating, and very useful. So I like characters that are true to life in that aspect, in that form. So that's already a good point for me. But you do gotta break it up by using the grayscale. You can't simply just use one color tone or one color with the same tone over and over. Which they do break it up quite a bit, but personally I like to see more, especially because I'm partially colorblind, so using the same tone itself don't do it for me unless the gray tones are like heavily different from each other. So I didn't color the mask in as dark as Vic did on one of his pieces. This is a piece of fan art, but it is also a way of practicing my art. And I'm doing this completely, from my, not my imagination, but my own personal memory bank of things I learned way back when, because I don't practice often. But I want to do it because I want to see an improvement in my art. That tends to uplift artists. You learn more that way. I personally believe that, because it tends to allow you to mess up so that you could see your fault. What are your stars without the faults? Anybody gets that reference? You like rom-coms. So I'm working on what I perceive to be the body armor. I'm trying to get kind of consistency throughout the body armor. I'm going to use feathering techniques to make it a bit of a darker tone than other pieces. I don't have a consistent lighting source, unfortunately. I don't mean physical lighting, I mean lighting on the piece itself. Hopefully I'll be doing more of this. More of these videos, see how they do. Maybe you guys like them, you can upvote them. You dislike them, downvote them, but please put what you disliked about them. Don't just dislike them. I'm keeping the feathering consistent on this piece right here, this little design, so that way it stands out and I don't have to overdo the line weight on it. That's my thought process on it. I was thinking of doing some. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments section. I'm thinking of doing a full uncut video, like the one I'll probably be uploading like this, but mostly the uncut on Rumble, and leave YouTube to the 10-minute worth of the video. A nice, little, I'll give you a little taste, get a taste of what you could be seeing. You get the full video on Rumble. I just wish that Rumble had better settings when it came to something like being able to use it on TVs. I know Roku has it, but I mean, at this point, I wish Roku was just an app service that shared other apps. Because I mean, Roku's like TiVo in this day and age. Other than Canadians, who owns Roku? And I say that because Rick's the one that told me. Rick Piper from Cross Comics channel. It's the one that told me that the Roku has the Rumble app so you can see it on your TV. Kind of being a little Weisenheimer because I didn't know that. So, yeah, I'm giving a lot of line weight to a lot of these things. The 7.7 mil is kind of thick. I got a 0.5 and a 0.3 in that mechanical pencil set I purchased. It looked pretty good. I don't know how it's going to perform. I personally don't care for, like, when I'm going to be drawing for a long time, for something very thin. Kind of want it comfortable. Let's do some line weight here. Do the shoulder pads. Actually, let me go up and do the handle of this sword. Old school 1980s and 90s ninja swords. Nunjakin style, two swords sticking out. Reminiscent of the TMNT. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtles. They're Rat Master. El Splinter. Good old Splintero. Put a comment in there if you're a Turtles fan and how much of a Turtles fan you are. And why you're a Turtles fan. Tell me if you're looking forward to Artifice Re-Animate. If you know somebody who purchased it, share this video with them. They can be more excited. Because it's all about, in the end, it's all about making good books, right? Or so we've been told. No, it seriously is. It's about making. I mean, I'll even take decent books, because I mean, let's be honest. As much as we love the medium of comics, it's not the be all end all. You can't put the best comic book storyline, you know, the one where the art and the storyline are pretty much perfectly meshed together, against like the best novel in the world. You know, with the best world creation. I mean, you could put overall comics together. Yeah. Something like old school Marvel and old school DC, where you have, I would say more Marvel, where you have the interaction of the entirety of the Marvel universe. And how one character has been pretty much the gateway for introducing all these other heroes, anti-heroes, and such, like Spider-Man, who, by the way, is doing really good at the box office right now. Just killing it. Destroyed Avatar. I mean, probably didn't destroy it. Pretty sure it beat it from the last I checked. I know Avatar isn't the top dog it used to be, but still did good. I have a bad habit of all these pencil marks because I don't use an extra sheet do you still get all these like darkened parts of the background when you use an extra sheet? I know I do. That's why sometimes I don't bother using it. Only if I'm inking or rendering over the in pencil over like something that's completely done already, because I'm gonna get all this full of pencil, and it's not good. It's not good. And what's the opposite of not good? Bad. Bad. Tell me if you like this format too. Is it like a more honest format for you? Me just talking unscripted? Or would you prefer, manufactured style videos where I just record, don't record any audio, and then I go into like Audacity and read out a script while watching the video? I mean, don't get me wrong, those are cool. I like those videos. Dang, this music's pretty nice. Pretty legit. Hyping me up. Oh, I messed up. Mm-hmm. I'm just fooling around with these techniques, seeing what comes out. I haven't used feathering, cross etching, and all that good stuff in a while. I felt like doing this traditional instead of digital. I don't know, like I was trying to put a nice little dog on it. Try to put a nice little curve on these. Turn them right here. Curve this way. And then put a curve that way. To make a heavy line weight here. Start the first one here. Go like that. Since the bottom one I want it with heavier lines. white lines since it's gonna have a little shadow. Yeah, I thought I made it too small, so I switched it. I erased it and I made it longer. I gotta add cross hatching so it could separate from the main torso. I'll keep heavy cross hatching to where the shadows are. Just gonna use heavy. Leave little white lines for where the elbow turns. Take the sketchbook out of the way. Sketchbook moving with sketchbooks. Yeah. Yes, I'm being silly. I'm a grown man who likes to be silly. You don't like it? Too bad. Got my kid trying not to laugh in the background because he's watching me work and talk like a doofus when I'd normally just be having a conversation with him or with a friend online while I'm doing this. Normally. I'm going to leave that till last because I got to work from left to right. So to the belt. Give me your belt. Give me your belt. I switched it. I already took some artistic license with it. I put some, paid a little homage to you know who. Not name dropping. Which is funny because I never really read most of his comics of Liefeld, and I was always into like the pouches thing. Even when I was in the service, I was like, that looks cool. Reminds me of the pouches. I think even Cyclops had them from the Jim Lee version of Cyclops. Okay. Okay. The way Joe Pesci says it. Let's go. I gotta find that curve on this thing so I could get it to be sharper. Probably work better if I had a smaller one. Don't be perverts. It's not what I was talking about. Keep it clean. Keep it clean, Rhonda. Sounds like I've heard this music before. There's some special so it gets crosshatched. It's darker. Get a little crosshatching here so people know. There's a little more shade. It's more shade. Dude, I hope that these supposed royalty free music isn't stolen from somewhere else, cause there goes the video. So I'm almost done with the torso. That's all I'm gonna do for this video, by the way. I think I said that earlier. Anyway, it's fun to reiterate it. I'll probably do another sketch of him to where it's actually more accurate to the way. I don't know if he designed them or Vic designed them for him. Vic has that very 90s style in his hero design. Not a bad thing. I mean, Malin's made an entire career off of it, so. I did forget the knives though, because he has like two short knives or short swords. I skipped. Supposed to do his crutch. I'm not supposed to be using mechanical pencils for this. This part, this should have been done with the regular number 2 thicker pencil. Doggone, I forgot that I was supposed to fix this. So, let me check something. Wow, that much time. So that's where I'm going to stop for right now. I don't know the character's name. I know Smirk does. Smirk told me about it the last time. I think he's the one that answered on Twitter. I hope that if he sees this, I'm gonna add him on Twitter, and that way he could tell the character's name. This is a test video. I hope it goes good. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll be able to post it here pretty soon. Way past my bedtime. You guys stay awesome. Tell me if you enjoyed this video. If you did, tell me why you enjoyed it. If you didn't, tell me why you didn't enjoy it. What I can do better. What I did okay. Thank you for everything. Have a blessed one. God bless every one of you. Goodbye.